Bonjour tout le monde, it is I, Rubbing RX, and welcome to something that's a little bit weird. So this is going to actually just be me playing through a game, start to finish. I'm doing this to try to test myself I'm trying something on my recording software, and I'm seeing if I'm able to handle kind of a streaming format, because honestly I really want to start streaming. And I want to do some changes to the channel for the rest of the year and work on that. And so today I'm actually going to be playing through Mega Man X because I thought about the game I wanted to play a lot, and I chose to do this Mega Man X game. I hope this turns out well, and so let's get started. Now, there's a very long intro to this game that's just a bunch of boring text. Like, look at this. Like, isn't this beautiful? I am going to try my best to explain the story by myself while playing through the intro level. Now, I didn't practice this beforehand, so hopefully this goes well. Let's see here. I forget how exactly. Okay, so it puts you right in here. So I am playing here is a character named Mega Man X. He can move left and right, he can jump, he can wall climb, which I will show later, and he can shoot, he can charge his shot. Oh god, that's just a car. To do better, but so 100 years prior to this game, there was a doctor who he was a scientist. He wanted to create robots with independent thought, and he did. That robot he created was Mega Man, among others. And this character here, Mega Man X, is one of those robots he created and was sealed away. So when this robot plus another one that I'll see later, were discovered, they used the technology found in these robots to create a new species of robots that are called Reptoids, and those are robots with independent thought. Now here there's three little mini bosses in this level. All of them are these bee things. You just shoot them and then they die. It's not difficult at all. But the wall climbing thing here, you just go up to a wall and jump up, and that's how the wall climb. So the robots in this world are called Reptoids, and some of the Reptoids that are around, their circuits, their free will kind of goes crazy, and they become what is known as becoming Maverick. And what Mega Man X is, he is a Maverick hunter, and he is part of the Maverick Hunters. They're a group of Maverick Hunters, and their old commander was named Sigma. He, I think he just kind of either went Maverick or thought that the Mavericks actually had the right and kind of became the leader of the Mavericks. So the main enemy in this game is kind of our old commander. I don't know how much of this game actually goes into, but I know the remake of this game, Mega Man Maverick Hunter X, has an entire anime called The Day of Sigma that talks about that. And if you ever want to watch that without playing the PSP game, it's actually included on both Mega Man Legacy collections. Either one, you can watch it. Mega Man X Legacy collections, it includes the entirety of The Day of Sigma, which was a 4-part anime. So now the end of this level, there is a boss fight. That ship up there is actually is Storm Eagle's ship, who we will be seeing later. I forget what you want to do here. Is it just move right? Okay, yeah, you just want to move right. So the boss fight, he's coming out of this what did I just call this thing? A ship. He's coming out of the ship, and his name is Vile. And so you just want to shoot him. It's kind of hard to dodge him. It's actually very hard to dodge him. You just want to try your best. Just keep shooting him. Don't... Just... be careful. Oh dear. Well, okay, so that was a good stream thing. No, you're supposed to lose this fight. So, you worthless piece of scrap metal. Did you think you could defeat me? So that there is the other robot with free will they found that they designed the Reptoids after. I guess I'm not powerful enough to defeat him yet. X, you shouldn't expect to defeat him. He's a war machine. Remember, you're not does not have all the abilities your design once you may become. And Skuga Sigma, I'll meet up with you there at Sigma's lair. Blah blah blah. X, good luck. So he basically just walks around and makes us do all the work. The password system. So this here, these are the 8 robots you're going to be taking on. So if you know nothing about Mega Man, when Mega Man defeats a boss, even Mega Man X, he takes the ability of that boss and absorbs it into his body. Then, that boss's ability can be used to eliminate an extent, and each boss has a weakness to another boss's power. In this map here, you can click, press B to look at the map, see where they all are. Specifications. The first one we're going after is Chill Penguin with a height of 5.34 feet, 237 pounds, and his attacks are Shotgun, Ice, and Sliding. But this is who we're taking on first. Of course, this is mostly, it's not an actual kind of stream thing because I'm not actually interacting with an audience at all. But it is, I do enjoy I'm just seeing if I'm able to handle talking for something for so long. In fact, who knows if this will actually come to fruition. I'm also testing out the features of my capture program, seeing how this works with live commentary being captured through it. So this level, even though it's there's snow everywhere, it does not have, well, this here does. The snow part does not have ice physics, but this actually doesn't either. So his charge has a couple charges, like there's that charge and then there's a full charge. That's the giant thing. And then there's another way to get it even more powerful that I can't show right now. So it took me a while to figure out what kind of game I wanted to do for this, based on what I had available to record. I actually thought for a bit to do actual Mega Man 1, but the only way, I don't really want to play it on my Wii U, and I don't want to bring up my PlayStation to do this either, so. But real quick, this here, that's Dr. Light there. Ooh, that was a great voice crack. So you've come. X, I gave you the ability to choose your own path in life, and I hope that the world will allow you to choose a peaceful one. But now it seems that you are destined to fight, because I thought the world might need a new champion. I have hidden capsules like this one. If you find them, you will be able to increase your powers beyond anything the world has ever known. Step into this capsule and receive an acceleration system to boost your speed. Good luck, X. So that's Dr. Light. He hid 4 capsules in many locations to upgrade X's abilities to get him at full strength. Now, in other Mega Man X games, this is just a normal ability that you have. But this one you have to find a Dr. Light capsule to get the dash. So you can dash by pressing the A button or double tapping, and when you do a dash, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, the power of the charge shot increases, but I might be incorrect about that. That might come later. But yes, there are 3 types of upgrades in this game. That is one of them. This here is called a rag armor. You get into it, you can dash, you can punch. Yours is much more powerful than everyone else's. It can get destroyed, and to get out you just up and jump. Yeah, but so the Dr. Light capsule are one of 3 upgrades you get in the game. There's 4 Dr. Light capsules, one for the feet gear, head gear, arm gear, and body gear. And then there's 4 of another type of upgrade, and 8 of another type of upgrade. So that door indicates you're at the end of the level. That's a checkpoint right there. And now we are here to face off the first maverick of our journey. Chill Penguin. He's fairly simple. He'll slide around, he'll shoot ice at you. He'll make these ice penguin sculptures. He'll destroy, there's 2 ways to destroy them. There's 3 ways, I guess. You can shoot them a lot, I think you can destroy them. Yeah. And then when he does that, he'll blow them against the wall. That actually creates a wind effect. If you get caught in that stream he's shooting, you can see it goes there, it will freeze you too. But yeah, this is pushing me back. And then he can shoot the ice at you, which he did at the very beginning. And that's fairly easy to dodge. If it goes on the floor, it will move slowly, but if he shoots it fast in the air, it moves faster. You kind of have to time your jumps between that. And yeah, he's fairly weak to just the basic shot, the X-Buster, I believe. And when you defeat him, you get Shotgun Ice. So now the Maverick that's actually weak to Shotgun Ice is Spark Mandrill here. But I'm actually going to go for Storm Eagle because, well, I'll show you why. It's because of the upgrades. So this is that ship that Vile and all the car robots were coming off of at the beginning of the in the intro level. So now what you want to do on this conveyor, at the very top of the second conveyor, you want to dash jump to the left. And up here, this is one of 8 of the 8 upgrades in the game. It's called a heart container, I believe. No, that's still the heart tank. It increases your health. There's one in every stage, I believe. It's an 8th 12.5% more health from your basics, so it will double your health meter to get all 8, and I will be getting all 8. And Storm Eagle stage is one of, I think it might be it's one of 2 stages that actually has one of all 3 types of upgrades in it. You can shoot that window to destroy it, and then you shoot the enemy, it'll destroy the rest of it. And this here is a sub-tank. So now I'm going to open sub-menu. This shows that we have Shotgun Ice here. This is the exit feature. I think you can only use that after beating a stage. Sub-tanks, when you have full health and you pick up health, it will fill the sub-tank up. And then it's not if you die, but if you choose to use it before you die, it will fill up your health. And you want to do that so you, well, don't die. I thought I was at a different point. Okay. This is pretty treacherous here. Luckily, there's not too much knockback in this game, actually. It's pretty tame when it comes to knockback for Mega Man games. And then, the other type of energy that you can get is called weapon energy, which is something that, which is what every weapon needs in order to be used. When you use a weapon, as weapon energy goes down, you will refill it with that. And Mega Man X has a feature in him where if you're equipped with an ability that needs, it will It will fill up that ability if it needs it. If it doesn't, then it won't fill it up. But if you're at normal X and you pick up weapon energy, it will go to whatever has the least amount of health. So right here, you need to make sure you dash jump up here or you won't make this jump. So to get this here, you need to make sure you have the dash boots, which is why you go Chill Penguin first. And the dash boots can't be missed. They're on the beaten path. Those fire tankers, you just need to shoot them a bunch and they'll explode. This capsule contains an enhancement for your helmet, which will allow you to break blocks with your ceiling, break blocks with your helmet, which is very pointless. Whenever you get an upgrade, it actually shows you what it does, which is kind of cool. Like, I didn't do that jump there, but yes. Now, just like you need the dash boots to get this one, you need the helmet upgrade to get another upgrade later in the game. But yes, so the three upgrades are the Dr. Light, or the light upgrades, the heart tanks, and the sub tanks. Oops. So this is actually the ship. This is the ship they were on before. One interesting thing is when you beat certain Mavericks, it affects other Mavericks levels, which you will see in as well. So Storm Eagle here is fairly easy as well, and if it wasn't for the dash boots needing to get the Dr. Light capsule here, and the heart tank, I'd probably go for Storm Eagle first, because his weakness order then, I start weakness order after this. His weakness is the thing that Storm Eagle is strong against is what Chill Penguin is weak to. So he has a few attacks. He will blow wind at you at the start of the fight. He will lay eggs. And then, yeah, this is the wind. He's trying to blow you off because you can't actually fall into a bottomless pit on the side here. And then he does these dive bombs. Oh, God. Okay. Then he will lay his bird children. And then he'll do a storm tornado, which will also try to blow you off the map. And I killed him with 1 bar of health remaining. That's pretty impressive. I was actually kind of scared there. So that is 2 out of 8 Mavericks down. This is actually one of few Mega Man games I have beaten and can consistently beat. I love Mega Man X. I'm pretty sure it's my favorite. So now you get the Storm Tornado, which is one of the best abilities in this entire game. So now we're going to go after Flame Mammoth, who is weak to the Storm Tornado. So what's interesting here, you can kind of see some snow on the ground because I killed Chill Penguin. This down here is supposed to be lava, but because I killed Chill Penguin, it's all cold now. Which actually, it needs to be cold here for you to get one of the upgrades in this area. And then this here, you need the helmet upgrade for this, and I'm going to try my best to grab this. Come on, you know you want to. There we go. Up here is another Dr. Light capsule. This capsule contains arm cannon, which increases the capabilities of your X-Buster. You can use it to fire all types of weapons. So now there's an even stronger charge shot, and you can charge special weapons, which is something unique to Mega Man X. And this is the extra powerful shot, but then like Shotgun Ice here, it does that, but if I charge it, it makes a penguin surfboard. Whee! So this here, down here at the end, there is a heart tank that you can only get if you've beaten Chill Penguin before coming to this area. There was weapon energy. The blue dots are weapon energy. These yellow dots are health. And so there, I just filled up my sub-tank a bit. One thing about Mega Man games is enemies love to respawn all the time. Especially in this game. In this game they respawn constantly. So you want to dash jump at the end here, use your helmet upgrade to go into here, and you can get another sub-tank. So this and Storm Eagle stage, I'm pretty sure, are the only stages that have all 3 upgrades in them. I'm probably completely wrong about that, but my memory seems to tell me that. So there, that's Storm Tornado. It is very helpful. I guess I'll show what Storm Tornado does when you charge it. Yeah, it just creates a tornado around you. One nice thing about this game, though, I'm pretty sure every single special weapon does just 1 bar of usage. Like, no matter which weapon you're using, it just does 1 bar of energy usage. And there is invulnerability, and take advantage of it. It's helpful with enemies like that. You can just pass them. So now we are going to take on Flame Mammoth. He is really easy as well. When he lifts his arm like that, he's just switching which way the conveyor belt's going. He will shoot these like oil puddles. He'll also, I think, like shoot fire sometimes. He's also heavy, so he'll stomp the ground and make you, but he didn't really do much there. And he is what Chill Penguin is weak to, which makes sense, you know, fire to ice. Which is very opposite from Mega Man 1 and 11. Because Iceman beats Fireman and Torchman, or no, Tundraman beats Torchman. So we got Fire Wave, which is actually one of the quicker, one of the abilities that depletes quickly. Because you're just shooting a flame, especially if you want to charge it, because charging it requires you to use it instead of just shooting it once and see. And then it does that, which is pretty cool. But look at how much energy that used just to do that. So this here are wrecked pieces of Storm Eagle's ship, which causes the stage at certain points to flicker on and off. So now one annoying thing about Mega Man X is you do have, the X series in general, is you do have to go back through stages to get stuff. I can't actually get one of the upgrades in here without one of the weapons from later. So this part here is normally flickering anyway, and you're supposed to use the light from these robots to kind of see what's going on. But the rest of the stage isn't supposed to flicker, or doesn't normally flicker like that unless you beat Storm Eagle. Mega Man X, I'm pretty sure, was the first game I actually played on my Super Nintendo Entertainment System. This mini boss here He's fairly simple. He'll get stuck on his bubbles that he shoots out, but he doesn't really like attack you directly that much, just getting stuck and then trying to jump into you. And he looks really cool. So that's a plus. And there he is, all dead. Usually mini bosses will drop a little bit of health to kind of counteract the damage they've done to you. Now there is a trick you can do in this stage to get one of the upgrades that you need the other ability for, but only for one of them. And I'm going to try it, but I'm not going to sit there forever to do it because I don't think I'm actually. I forget which one it is. Let me see here. I know it's here. It's up here. It's the heart tank. I might actually try for this. If it was the sub tank, I wouldn't. But there's actually a boomerang. There's a weapon later in the game that allows you to shoot upward and grab things, but you can actually, I did it there once, you can dash off the wall and grab this. There, like, there's the dash, and you can try to get yourself on that tiny ledge. Why? Oh. Okay, come on. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. I'll just wait until I get the weapon later. Hurts my fingers. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. These things take a ton of hits to kill unless you use Storm Tornado. Oops. And you get so much of it. You get, I think, 24 uses of it. Oops. Alright, so now we are at the boss, Spark Mandrill. And he is easy when you have your weakness. You literally just shoot him, he'll get stunned, he'll get frozen, he'll thaw out, shoot him again, thaw out. And that's it. I mean, I keep getting hit, but I haven't died yet. Knock on the table, I guess. That's the only... Oh, here's some wood. Twice now I have 1 bar of health. So we get, Spark something, which is this boss's, weakness. Which is Armored Armadillo. Now this level is fun. And it's the best level for grinding up sub-tank energy with. Because so much stuff is just in these minecarts. And so much of them drop health. Like these bats here drop a ton of health. And see, look, that ostrich thing to the left already respawned. The respawn rate is really large in this game. are really quick in this game. So here you want to try and kill this thing. I kind of did this wrong, so I won't be surprised if... Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna go back now. Because back this way there is a sub-tank. And all these bats, I won't call them keys, but I know that's incorrect. Drop it. If you kill the thing, you can get up there, break those blocks with your helmet, and he would destroy these platforms that make you reach it, but that's also really good for the health. Spikes kill you in one hit. That's a staple in Mega Man for spikes to kill Mega Man in one hit. And actually a lot of super challenging games from the olden area they are supposed to be like this, kill people in one hit. Like I know Shovel Knight, spikes kill him in one hit. And I learned that just because of, well, dying. So here you want to put on the heat wave. You want to kill this one with the heat wave, which, yep. Because you want to keep this to get a heart tank. He will destroy the platforms that let you wall jump up there, which is why you want to destroy him. Just keep shooting here and hope for the best. It's definitely a slowdown, but nearly everything dies in one hit. And we're at Armored Armadillo already. So now he can't be hurt right now. What you want to do once he's out, shoot him, and now his armor is actually going to fall off, and you can hurt him while he's doing this. And I died. There we go. I forgot to show off the charged electric spark, which I won't show off now because as you see, your weapon energy doesn't recharge when you die. So you want to make sure to conserve it. Oh, hello. I was not expecting you to do that. I'm going to actually use this since I can. Oopsies. Refill it. How do I use it? Y, okay. Because I do not want to fight Armored Armadillo with his armor still on, because then he can't be hurt while he's bouncing around. That background actually is really cool. It's nice and detailed for Super Nintendo. So now Armored Armadillo takes on, or destroys, kills, Launch Octopus. This, I feel, is one of the hardest stages in the game. In fact, I might use Storm Tornado a lot here, just because There's so many enemies that take multiple hits to take down. It's also one of the longest stages, I'm pretty sure. So what's hard about this stage is these parts here with these submarine enemies. You want to take off that scope at the top because that is really hard to dodge. And then I'm just going to... Does this help at all? It doesn't seem to. Okay. Real quick while we're here. Rolling shield, charge it up. You get a barrier around you. Oh, does this help? Yeah, not really. Those fish, if they suck you up, just mash the button. And they'll explode. What does this do? Oh, whoa, okay, I don't know if I've ever done that before. So now, here's where it gets hard because, as I said, spikes are instant kill. So, when it tries to suck or blow you in, it's likely that you'll fall into the spikes. But I was lucky there. He shot me twice with the thing, so I could just stand there and spam the thing. So you want to jump up here. I think I actually jumped at the wrong point. Yeah, that's just health. But you can ride those whirlwinds up, and there's going to be something special on this one here. No. I've played this game before, I swear. This one. Yes, it's definitely this one. So I want to jump up here and get on this ship and just really shoot this thing. And it will destroy and it will fall down and break through the ground here. And it takes you to another mini boss. Oh, that's something. In water, in Mega Man games, you actually jump higher, which is weird. So here, you want to be careful when you fall. You want to kind of line yourself up with these pillars because they are on safe ground. I fell down because it was getting really close to the top and I didn't think I could handle it. You can hit him at both the front and the butt. You kind of want to just get in a point where you can simply just shoot him away. And then there he goes. He's going to die. And then you can move right now to grab a heart tank. So the exit feature is really nice in this game because you have to go back to get heart tanks and sub tanks at some points. So now here, there is going to be from the ground another water snake man. But this one's not above any spikes, but it does burrow into the ground, which can be a little treacherous when it comes back up. But it's also, you know, it's the second one. So there's like 4 mini-boss kind of things in this stage, and I think that's what kind of makes it feel really long. I know Launch Octopus is one of the hardest Mavericks I had. One of the hardest fights I had when I first played this game. And I first played this game on the PlayStation 2's Mega Man X collection. Which is actually where I've played most of my Mega Man X games. I own all the Mega Man X games on PlayStation 2. except for X7, which is weird because it's a PlayStation 2 game. But I do own Mega Man X Legacy Collection 2 just so I can say I own all the Mega Man X games. I don't own the Legacy Collection 1 because I have the X Collection. So now I will use Rolling Shield. So he shoots torpedoes. Which are very difficult to dodge. And he will also try to suck you in with his tornado thing, which he can't be harmed during that, so yeah. Now the shield does go along the ground, so make sure you're kind of above him. And I feel like jumping, it seems to be working well. He also shoots fish at you, and that's it. Nothing actually too bad. Barely took any damage. It's not as hard as I remember. I just remember having a hard time on this one. So with Launch Octopus defeated, we get the Homing Torpedo, which is the weakness of Boomer Kawanger, who seems to have only been named Boomer Kawanger because of character limits, because in the remake Mega Man Maverick Hunter X, he is named Boomerang Kawanger, and his stage is the radio tower. Boomer Kawanger, but it's weird to say Boomerang Kawanger, so I'm going to stick with Boomer Kawanger. Boomer Kawanker owned. Now this stage is interesting just because one of the upgrades in this, or the upgrade in this stage is actually hidden or locked behind the boss's ability. Kind of. It is definitely made to be gotten with Boomerang Kawanger's ability. But it is also very possible to do without Boomerang Kawanger's ability. So now here, this is actually dangerous, not because of the spikes, but because of the enemies. Because with the stun time, they can push you underneath the platforms and give you instant kill crush damage. Which is much more dangerous than the spikes, because invulnerability periods protect you from spikes, but invulnerability periods do not protect you from crushing. I really don't need that on. Oh, let me show you Homing Torpedo. I don't know what happens if I charge it. Let's try it on this one. Whoa! I shoot the fish! Oh my god, that's so cool. Can you tell I don't use it? There's one charge weapon I use pretty regularly, and I probably will be during this playthrough too. Alright, up at the top of this radio tower is a heart tank, which in theory you need Boomerang Kawanger's weapon to get, which is definitely what they intended. What they did not intend is expert usage of the penguin surfboard. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they intended you to use the boomerang weapon for that. Especially since the charging of weapons is locked behind 2 Dr. Light upgrades anyway. But yeah. I'm actually surprised I pulled that off. I usually don't. Not going to lie. Is this thing powerful? No. Not as powerful as I hoped. Okay. But we're at the boss anyway. How many lives do I even have? 4? Okay. No, I don't remember much about this guy's boss fight. He likes to teleport. And dash, apparently. Holy crap! This has been one of the best playthroughs of this game I have ever done. And, like, it's so shocking because I'm on recording. Every other time I'm recording, I feel like I'm garbage. Like, I don't know. First Super Mario Brothers, garbage. Link to the Past, I actually did decent. Forgot playing that game in a long time. Luigi's Mansion, garbage. Pikmin, not doing the best at. I get killed by Bulbos sitting on me all the time. And Wallywogs. But this one, I'm just doing so well. So I'm back here at Spark Mandrill stage to just kind of get the rest of the stuff in it before going to the final level, because the final level I can actually get everything in without needing to. So there's a sub-tank there, so if I use the boomerang cutter standing, it goes up, but if I jump, or hold, if I jump, well, that's charging. Oh, if I jump and push down, it will shoot down. Yeah, it's supposed to be used to pick up that heart tank at the radio tower. It's the only way to get this sub-tank here because it's behind a wall you can't even touch. And then it's the way you're supposed to get this heart tank later in the stage. So that's all 4 sub-tanks. I think the Storm Tornado is good just because it, hits enemies so many times because of how long it is and the lack of invulnerability for many of these enemies. I don't know if it's actually good against this. I know in the remake it is. I know I talked about the remake, but I played the remake a lot. A lot more than I ever played this one. But like I said, this was the first game I booted up when playing my Super Nintendo Classic. I think the next game I played through was probably Super Mario World. I actually haven't played through Link to the Past on it. I bet it feels great with the dog bone controller. Never actually done it before. I've played Link to the Past, just not like played through it. Which I want to, because my friend Brittany, she's the Mario Kart person. She actually is at Ganon's Tower right now and says it's hard, but I don't remember Ganon's. I guess I could just watch my playthrough. I have the footage. But she says it's hard, but I don't remember it being hard at all. But that could also be because I'm used to having 20 heart pieces, or heart containers, which she probably doesn't have. See, I'm grabbing on, there we go. I couldn't get the boomerang to work. And then, because I've beaten the level, I can use the escape function and keep my goodies. Now while we're going back, we are going to go back to Chill Penguin 2. For there is a heart tank we never got here. Holy crap. I play this level first? It seems so much harder than it normally does. See, these bats always drop stuff. And because there's a ton of them in Armadillo stage, it's a great place to grind up for sub-tanks. Especially with the final ability we will be getting. One cool thing you can do with Boomer Kuwanger's ability is cut off launch Octopus's tentacles so it can't do the tornado move anymore. And just shoots torpedoes at you. Which is, I mean, it's okay, but the tornado move's not that treacherous, honestly. So what you want to do is you want to get to the point where the rag armor is. The rag armor can't do... You don't want the rag... No, you do want it. You want to not destroy this. You want to jump out of it here and come up here. And you can use the fire to destroy that, and there's your heart tank. So now we're going to go after the final level, which is the Sting Chameleon stage. So this stage, Sting Chameleon's not too hard. I don't remember actually. But if you want to come into this stage beforehand, after getting the dash boots and come up here, this Dr. Light Capsule makes the game much easier. So this robot here only can be hurt on his head, I believe. He's fairly easy. He's slow to dodge. He's slow, easy to dodge. The only hard thing is when you get actually grabbed by his hand and he throws you. That does a lot of damage, but touching him doesn't do too much. And he's not a hard boss at all. So he's the only thing stopping you between... He's optional. He's completely optional. He's just guarding a Dr. Light Capsule. That doesn't seem to be doing much. I will say though, this Dr. Light Capsule is pretty great. If he grabs the wall, he will drag himself towards it. He just is kind of time consuming. I think you want to kind of get close to where he wants to grab you, but then whatever. And then from the ground pops up you! This capsule contains a new type of body armor. It will reduce the damage you take by 50%. So this halves damage. It makes the game easier. So you can double your health bar through heart tanks, and you can halve your damage. So that is full armor X. And now you also want to fall down here. You want to destroy these blocks. Now, this water will only be here if you beat Launch Octopus, which is needed to get the momentum you need to get this heart tank. Oh, crap. Because you're more buoyant in water. Oops. Okay. And so we are fully armored. Now, if I'm not mistaken, these rocks that fall from the ceiling that aren't enemies, if there are any in this game, you won't get hurt by them if you have the helmet upgrade. But I'm pretty sure all of them in this game are upgrades, so it's just in the remake that it's like that. This stage is actually fairly simple. And you get to ride in the purple rag armor. You don't take... I've never mentioned this before, but you don't take damage in the rag armor. The rag armor does. And because of that, it's also a good way to grind up sub-tank energy. Because your energy cannot go down. But you have to ditch it to face off with Sting Chameleon. Now he's not too hard with the weakness. You want to aim it upwards to make sure you hit him while he's up there, so you hold up. And so then you just kind of, when you're on the ground, it automatically goes up. You just want to go into this momentum. Where he just, because every time you hit him, he does the same thing over and over, so just walk back and forth. And with that, we get the final weapon of the game, which is Chameleon Sting. Oh, and a cutscene, apparently. Finally, we found Sigma's fortress. Let's go to put an end to this war against the humans or something. So that's that button. But I'm going to go into Armored Armadillo stage and grind up for sub-tank energy. Sting Chameleon's weapon is great for this. Charging up. You are invincible. This is actually good for something different in a different game, but there is, in the remake of Mega Man X, you need to not get hit in this stage to get a special upgrade at the game, in this level, or in this game. And that is perfect for not getting hit. So what you do here, you just climb back up is what you're supposed to do. And then you can do this. And that way you can also get these 2 giant pellets, which help a lot. And there is a point in the final area of the game where the invincibility is very helpful. And there's a little jingle saying you completely filled a sub-tank. Perfect. It always sucks when you have such little health and an enemy drops a giant health pellet. because then none of it goes to the sub-tank, it all goes to your health, your 1 bar of damage you've gotten. Oh, that's interesting. When you actually get this charged up, it stops shooting. But man, this goes for the rest of the thing. That's impressive, actually. I should charge up these weapons more. Alright. I really wanted that one up. That's the only reason I did that. So now one thing I forgot to show off, there is another upgrade. I'm not going to get it in this because of the format of this. When you grab this pellet here 5 times and you have full armor, and there will be another Dr. Light capsule here to teach you the Hadouken, which will kill every boss in 1 hit. Including the final boss. And when you get to the end of a boss stage of a boss you've already beaten, the stage just ends. Now, I feel pretty confident, I think, to go into the final area. Let's split up. I'll go in blah blah blah. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to want Storm Tornado for the beginning here because there are a bunch of turtles. And then I want this, I believe. So now, I won't get hit, or I can't get hurt. Perfect. Alright. So it's very helpful to use your weapons wisely, help you get through these things. But right here at the beginning, there's Vile and Zero. Stay back, Axe. I'll take him on. Well, I'm sure he's gonna go well. I mean, just listen. Look how well it went. So X, Y, blah 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 blah. My armor is so. So yes, it's the same fight as before. Just dodge, attack. But we're so much stronger now, we should be good. Especially with our upgrading X-Buster there. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a health bar, so we don't know how well we're doing. But I think we're doing fairly decent. Well, we tried. Again, thank you for watching. It's been a great time. Haha! Maybe, but I'm not through yet. So, Zero sacrifices himself, essentially, to destroy Vile's rag armor. What a worthless creature. It can't be defeated so easily. So X, just blah blah blah. What though? Where did that energy come from? It totally doesn't matter how much energy you absorb, X. You are still far too weak. Prepare to be terminated. So now we have the proper health bar. If I'm correct, I believe he's weak to shotgun ice. I believe. I might be completely wrong. But we finally defeat Vile after all he put us through just an hour ago. And now, touching heartbreak. X, I've taken too much damage. Auto repair systems can't be helped. My power is fading. Your power is greater than I thought. Maybe I can destroy him. And then he dies. So, fun fact, if you don't have your arm cannon, the upgraded one, Zero will give you his arm cannon there, so you can have charged up abilities for the rest of the castle. So I didn't talk much about this in, I forget what stage it was, but these here, when you touch the trip wires, they shoot a laser at you. It's kind of a stealth thing, but you don't really have to be stealthy. This here. This is it. Okay. This is the room that is great for Chameleon Sting. There's just so much going on. It's just hard to get through it without taking damage, so it's best to just kind of cheat your way through it, essentially. Even though you will always be able to charge your buster there. And now, in Mega Man games, it is also known to refight all of the bosses from the game, usually in a single room, but for some reason in Mega Man 1 and Mega Man X1, they are periodic throughout the final area. Instead of just a gauntlet of bosses, you will fight them again as you go through the final area. Now, of course, you are much stronger for most of them. You have their weakness. And, hopefully you have more health than normal. Like, I mean, with Boomer Kuwanger, I'm pretty sure I had 3 more heart tanks than when I first fought him. And this here, all of these rooms have something like this to help you refill your energy, which I actually probably should have done more of. So meet Boss Spider. He is weak to shotgun ice. He has a very short window in which he can be hit. So, take advantage of it. And he will go along these wires. He's one of these guessing robots. Sometimes he'll shoot out little spiders like these. Just kind of dodge them. Don't waste your shotgun ice on him, on the spiders. Work solely on the boss. The window is very short, but the timing is very strict, but it's so worth it. It's just, this is a fun boss. It's kind of hard to see, it's hard to actually see where he's going to be falling down. So just kind of see where he probably won't be and go there. And there we are, Boss Spider finish. Electric Spark. That's what Spark Mandrill's thing's called. Now, I forget the other two bosses in this game. And, their weaknesses. So, that'll be fun. Now, one thing nice, after every level, everything's refilled. Except sub-tanks, obviously. But, speaking of sub-tanks, easy enemies. Fine with me. Ooh. Oh, okay. You're going to respawn. I can feel it. Dang. I felt good about that, too. I'm gonna try something. Let's see here. If I charge this up... Yes, okay. I can... Holy crap, okay. Wow, does this just last perpetually until I hit something? That's pretty cool. Oh god. Sorry for being quiet. I just didn't want to die. Let's see here. Speaking of dying. So he will either slide, I'm pretty sure, or I'm pretty sure, so he'll either, I guess he can do anything after that. So don't waste your fire trying to melt those, you don't have that much. At all. There's that. Boop. He can just jump to where you are? I don't remember him being able to do that. Oh well. I'm not a Mega Man expert. I'm just a Mega Man player. So if you kill that guy before he comes up, you can steal his rag armor and take advantage of this stupid thing. And you'll probably want to, so you don't have to fight everyone else in their rag armors without one. But, of course, you don't take any damage, so that's helpful for there. Okay. I wonder who we're fighting here. Speaking of bosses that we haven't used our their weakness on them before, Storm Eagle is weak to Chameleon Sting. You can try to aim for him, and if you can feel his timing well. But of course, I'm not exactly sure what dictates what side he'll come down. So, it's just an estimate. And there we go. Storm Eagle is done. Again. I think Mega Mans do these boss rush things because of the weakness aspect of it. So you can kind of see kind of play with your new abilities, and they shouldn't be too bad with their weakness. Well, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. And who are we having here? Maybe it'll be Flame Mammoth, because I already have his weakness equipped. Nope. Oh, this is the actual boss. This guy's weak to Sting Chameleon's weapon. So, those spikes at the bottom do kill you in one hit. There are 3 points you need to kill on the boss. Each eye, which depending on the color of the eye does something different. I'm not sure exactly what the specifics are. And the nose. But when you kill both eyes, the walls will forever be in. Because the nose, and same with the nose, I'm pretty sure, once you kill it, the walls will forever be in. Maybe with a little bit more room. But it's not too hard with Sting Chameleon's weapon, which you will have by this point. And I do remember what the other boss is, but I do not remember his weakness. And that guy's name is Rangadanga or something. R-A-N-G-A-D-A. D-A-N-G-A. And we have... Armor Armadillo. Oh wow, that was a lot easier than I was expecting. Than I thought it was. I didn't realize I was so low on his health. So there's that. Let's see who's next. Sting Chameleon. Huh. Sting Chameleon, Chameleon Sting. So now I just need... There we go. I found it. There we go. Perfect. I mean, not perfect. I got hit, but perfect as in I finished. I won. So Mega Man games are actually pretty known for being fairly difficult. So me actually playing this fairly well, it's surprising to even me. There he is. Alright, Spark Mandrill, let's do this. I've never seen many of his attacks. Just because of the stun locking you can do. And that's how you do it. There we go, I found the rhythm. I like their death animations, like the sprite they are when they're about to die. I like how they look. I know, I'm a monster. So there's only one boss left, and... Can you guess what it is by us being underwater? So as I mentioned before, I'm going to show it off here. You can cut off his arms with, oh no, there's also Flame Mammoth. But you can cut off a couple of his tentacles with this. After a few hits, I believe. Yep, there. And so now he will just be, where is it? Oh. He'll just shoot missiles. Which is, honestly, I think makes him harder. I don't find his tornado attack to be hard to dodge, just his missiles. Especially, well, maybe if you don't have the dash boots, his tornado's hard. But I've never actually fought him without the dash boots, so who knows? And then you can get a really easy shot on him when he's done with the tornado. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. It's just something you can do. What is it for? It's for some stuff. Maybe I'll try it. I don't think that's what I was supposed to do. But I guess what I did. So, yay? And now it's time for Flame Mammoth. But I knew Flame Mammoth wasn't going to be underwater. But he's the same fight as before, just with you having more health. Or me having more health. And that's it. Alright, so jump, dash, 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 dash. Oh, we're at the boss. I think he's weak to Electric Spark, but I could be completely wrong about this. I think I'm completely wrong about this. I think it's weak to Rolling Shield. Firestorm? No? Storm Tornado. I don't think a Storm Tornado. Maybe the Boomerang Cutter. Yes, Boomerang Cutter. Of course, I knew that. I kind of want to get close to him because of the arc that Boomerang Cutter has. When he hits the wall, it will actually throw you off of the wall with the impact. So be careful when you're climbing the wall and he rams towards you when you're dodging something. But now there's only one stage left. I'm so shocked. I have been... Final stage. So this here has some caterpillar things in it that can be used to refill your sub-tanks, but I don't feel like I need to do that. Welcome, I see you managed to come here by yourself. Very impressive. I could destroy you, but I would not rob my mutt of that pleasure. He knows how to deal. Blah blah blah. He's making his dog attack us? Who is weak to ice. A lot of stuff in this game is weak to ice. Vile, Boss Spider, Spark Mandrill, this dog. But the dog's not hard at all, especially with Shotgun Ice. Now get to Electric Spark. Excellent job, X. I see why Zero counted on you. You are almost as good as a hunter as I was, but the time of your destruction has arrived. You shall regret ever having met me. So what you want to do for this fight is climb this wall. He will start to do his wall jump thing. You want to time it so when you fall down, you're going to shoot him with an electric spark. And you want to just keep doing that, because when you're on the wall, he will not do anything except jump at you. I believe his weakness is electric spark. And he has other attacks, but I don't feel like dying. In fact, action... Oh, no. And it just works so perfectly by doing it this way. He can't do anything to you, and you get a free shot on him. Of course, you need to actually time this well for it to work, but it's not really that hard to do. I think it does 2 things of damage to him. Yeah, so I think this might be the only weapon that does more than 1 bar of health to him, which is means it is his weakness. And now, and of course, if you have the Hadouken, you can use it to one-shot the boss. But there's still 1 more phase. So this final boss is 3 phases. This one is weak to the rolling shield. Now he has... I missed. Okay. So he'll shoot lightning up and down with his paws. He will shoot stuff out of his mouth like this fire wave here. You want to get out of the way of those. The spark balls are a little bit more tricky. Either paw can come down. You want to jump on the paw. Holy crap. Does that mean I have to fight the other 2 bosses again? That does a lot of damage. You want to kind of be towards the middle for those, I believe, because he'll always start to the left or right of it. It does. Really? You're gonna make me read all this again? Alright, so now to do this one again. Well, I tried. Alright, so that boss, the final boss, is not easy. Good to know. Now, I'm not actually sure if I'll be able to beat this, because I know I'm not the best at these final bosses. I can do everything else in the game except these final bosses. And now I also don't have enough electric spark to do this. especially when I miss. Speaking of missing. And it's just the same thing, but with a Mega Buster. It does one thing of damage, whether you charge it or not, so maybe I think. Yeah, so there's no point in charging it. I think you can actually hit him twice this way. So it's not actually really any different than the electric spark. See? Boom. And... how do I want to do this? I think I'll probably start with a sub-tank. Now that I know how much damage. Ugh. So keep in mind that that was half damage, plus me was full. All my heart tanks. And so now even this boss is, can be one-shotted with the Hadouken. Which, to use the Hadouken, you, need to actually use the Street Fighter command input, which is down right shoot or down left shoot, depending on the direction you're facing. Oh, man. It's just a slow race. Oh, please keep doing this. This is much easier than everything else. Nope, his eyes are flashing. Oops. Okay. Alright, alright. Oh, there's so much stuff going on. Oh my god. Yes, and his paws can hurt you when they come down. It's not that surprising. He won't use his flashy eye attack while his paws are coming down, so you can focus on attacking him. You'd think he realized that his paw coming down is why you can attack him. You know, video game bosses aren't the smartest sometimes. Ooh. Great. Speaking of not smartest, I'm making dumb moves here. Okay, okay. I found the sweet spot for dodging these. Look at that. Look at that dodging. Beautiful. Oh, it's so sweet when you do... Oops. Okay, there's no reason not to. I'm almost done. There's that. Okay. And GG. Whew, boy. It's not possible. I'm a Reptoid. I can't be destroyed by you. Why, X? Why have you done this to me? Without the humans, my Reptoid brothers could have ushered in a new age. So he wants to destroy the humans and have a world run by free-willed Reptoids, which actually is very similar to Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains. So now as I gaze over this cliff, and the war has ended for now, and peace has been restored, but those who sacrifice themselves for the victory will never return. But, God, wow, that's a little dark. And a little blunt, but sure. Exhausted, X gazes at the destruction he helped cause and wonders why he chose to fight. Was there another way? Standing on the cliff, the answers seem to escape him. He knows only that he'll fight the Mavericks again before he finds his answer. How long will he keep on fighting? How long will his pain last? Maybe only the X-Buster on his hand knows for sure. What? That doesn't make sense. His gun is the only one who knows how long he must keep fighting. And this is the credits. These are all the enemy names from each stages. Rabbit? What the hell? Turn Cannon. Ooh, my favorite enemy. Lift Cannon. Oh my god, these are my favorite. Hoghammer. Hoghammer? Metal C15. Mega Tortoise. Tortoise. Eye Worm. Velgogger and D-Rex. That one's called D-Rex. Ringa Banga. His running sprite looks really weird. Chill Penguin. Can't forget these souls that we have lost. The poor children. Launch Octopus. Man, what a launch he was. Storm Eagle. America. Armored Armadillo. I got nothing. Flame Mammoth. Man, look at that trunk. Sting Chameleon. Nice booty. I want him to sting me. No, Spark Mandrill. What, is a Mandrill a creature? Boomer Coanger. Vile. Sigma. Zero. And Awesome Shot. And you, as Mega Man X. Why, thank you. I know, I'm a fantastic actor. And so here's the staff credits. Well, thank you so much for watching this. I think I'll be able to handle it. I forgot a glass of water. That might have helped with this, but this was an hour and 40 minutes of straight talking. And a straight game. I actually haven't sat down and played a game like this in a very long time. It actually feels really nice. But I think I'm ready. I think I will start streaming before the end of this year. It will be a journey. And I think I might still upload things like this on my channel. Just single games I want to just play through like this. I don't see a reason not to. Examples maybe more Mega Man, really. Mega Man games are pretty short. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this. If you actually watched for the entire 1 hour and 40 minutes, bless you. And my name was Rubbing RX. Olive.